Welcome back to Wellness as a Way of Life. In this episode, I wanted to give you some mindset shifts or really just some tips on how to make your existing movement, workout, exercise routine more enjoyable, more impactful, more efficient, and essentially more loving to your body. So, after being a teacher of yoga for 15 years, I can tell you that there are some really key shifts in what you're paying attention to when you're intentionally moving your body in an exercise or a workout that make your connection to your body that much stronger. You're going to create a mind-body connection like no other. 2, you're going to feel stronger. And to me, that's really one of the more pleasant things that I love about working out and exercising is feeling stronger, feeling more accomplished, noticing how my body is getting stronger over time, how I'm feeling more connected. And then the third piece with conscious movement mindset practices here is the connection, you feeling grounded in your body, but also your ability to ground yourself to the earth, which makes you feel on a physical, but then also mental and emotional level, just more connected, just more at ease, more at ease with whatever is going on in your life. So here are just a few ways that I incorporate, let's say, yoga philosophy into any movement practice. So whenever I'm exercising or working out, let's say I'm walking on a treadmill, I'm running, I'm practicing yoga itself, or I'm doing a functional movement workout, lifting weights, doing a HIIT exercise routine, I'm really focusing on my feet. So how is my connection with the earth? Visualizing that each foot has 4 corners, and if you're pushing or paying attention to, when I say pushing, you're like trying to ground your feet, but you're really, the action is sending your intentional energy down into the earth or pushing on all 4 corners of each foot. You can do it right now just to get the idea. Standing or seated, just put your feet on the ground and connect 4 corners. So mentally register that there's 4 corners of each foot, and now ground equally each corner. And then play with it to help you register in your mind this mind-body connection, that you have more energy or more attention grounding them just the outside of the foot and then just the inside. And then you'll notice when you do just the inside, it really gives you a more direct connection with the arc of your foot working, being pulled up. And when you feel the arc of your foot, you probably connect that you feel energy pulling up the inner lines of your legs. So just kind of play with how's my connection to the earth, and all 4 corners, putting energy intentionally into all 4 corners. And how does that help you connect, register, feel more control with what's going on in your legs? The activation of which muscle group based on where you're pushing into your foot in the earth. So you can do that while you're standing. Honestly, you can do that while you're standing in line at the bank, at the airport. And really it becomes like a whole workout in itself. I tend to do that, and I'm pulling energy up the inner lines of my legs. I'm then connecting with my pelvic floor. I'm then connecting with my abdominals, making sure that I'm really sitting or standing up tall, and connecting and paying attention to where are my shoulders in relation to my hips, and where's my head in relationship to my shoulders. Just having a little bit of more awareness about all these things as you're going about your day, as you're driving, but also just intensifying and making your workout routines an opportunity for mind-body connection. So I'm doing that kind of thing, not every minute of a weightlifting exercise workout per se, but I'm setting myself up at the beginning of a set, let's say, really doing a body scan. Like, where is my body in space? How can I make this feel more connected and conscious? So I will also often slow things down. Just resist this energy or this urge to, if you're following a video or or you're in a class, go at your own pace. Things are so much more powerful when you slow them down, because as soon as you're doing anything quickly, you're using momentum and therefore less of your own strength. And your intentionality is so powerful. So if you're doing a squat, doing it slow and super intentional, paying attention to each muscle group, paying attention to grounding each foot, all four corners of each foot, pulling up on the arches of your feet, holding or sort of tightening, pulling up the pelvic floor, connecting that movement to the abdominals, and really just enjoying the movement, the deep, juicy movement of your glutes working as you're squatting. And it just becomes this super powerful experience. So that's the body scan, the grounding of the feet. Now, another one is really using the breath. And most workouts kind of invite this, but really connecting on a deep personal level to the power of your diaphragm. Breathing techniques, we're going to do another whole podcast with one of my dear friends who's an expert in breath work. But basics of breath is the diaphragm is this incredibly powerful muscle that is helping us breathe. It's counterintuitive. Usually we think of inhaling that something's going up and exhaling something's going down. Well, the diaphragm actually works the opposite. When we're inhaling, the diaphragm is actually expanding down. Exhaling, it gets pulled up. Same with the belly. You want to inhale, fill the belly, create space. Exhale is the contraction. So even just playing with that reality as you're moving your body in other ways connects you in and makes it more powerful, aligned action. What else? I think just paying attention to your jaw is another really great one. So your breath is one thing, but are you, when you're working through a tough set, are you clenching your jaw? How can you create a little bit of softness in your face, in your jaw, in your mouth? Just relax, create a little bit of space between your teeth. Even put a soft smile on your face as you're doing these things that are requiring you to concentrate and they're challenging to other muscle groups. Don't clench in your face, in your jaw. Be intentional about softening in that area and notice how that softening, that relaxing your jaw, unclenching is related. Your jaw is directly related to your hips. So this is something I learned in yoga, but also in the birthing process, in Lama's classes, conscious breathing. There's a deep connection to the contraction of the jaw and the contraction of the hips. So if you can release and soften the mouth, the face, the jaw, you can therefore release the joint, the hip joint, and just bring a lot of more awareness in using your muscles and not your joints when you're doing something like a squat. Maybe you're running on the spot. Maybe you're doing some other, even just a sit-up or something that's involving like a consistent bending at the hips. You want to do it when there's like a loving juiciness going on in the hips, where it's muscle and you're not grinding any joints. And so consciously relaxing your mouth, your jaw, your face as you're working out can be another really powerful way to connect, feel more aligned, more powerful in your movement, your exercise, your workout practice. So I hope that's helpful, and I hope you found one little tidbit that you can incorporate into your already existing routine, sending you big love and optimal wellness.